And at this point, we have reconvened to open session. We are taking item 16 on the agenda as presented, review applications for alcohol license renewals.
So you have a list of the Class A's and then a list of the Class B's, B combination, and Class C. There's only one C because you can only get that if you're in a restaurant.
Okay.
And you have more than 50% of those profits going toward food rather than alcohol.
So at this point, we just need to bring the list forward to June 20th.
Motion to
And
bring.
at that time, we'll have information on if there are any outstanding liquid bills or any other issues.
Okay.
for them.
Does this require a vote?
Not at this time.
Good deal. We will move it forward. Number 17, review applications for tobacco licensing period July 1/17 through June 30/18.
Same thing. This one is another regulated activity, and the tobacco licensing has a lot of reporting that goes along with it too. There's always a university doing a study on it, and there's Department of Revenue gets a report on all of these liquor and beer and tobacco within 30 days of you guys granting any licenses.
Okay. All right. So I think we're all comfortable moving that one forward as well. So number 17 is done. Number 18, city/schools facilities use agreement update. I've asked Patrick to update us. Basically, we have a facilities use agreement with the school district and where we share facilities without rent, and we consider each other a priority outside of our own group activities. Go ahead, Patrick.
Thank you. It's just the changing situation, circumstances for both the city and the schools, has us always revisiting this facilities agreement. We've got a fairly new district superintendent, so I have reached out to her to talk about the agreement. I know there are some things related to the recreation department and our needs. We are open to listening to the school district regarding their needs to make sure that everyone's on the same page. So those conversations will be happening before the end of the month, we agreed. So being summer vacation started, it may be a nice sweet spot to look at this with the school district. And so I'll report as we make further progress.
All right. Thank you, Patrick. I know that one's really an important issue for a few different departments, but pretty notably the rec department and figuring out gym space and all that good stuff. So the sooner we can come to resolution, the better for all of us. Excuse me. And Patrick, once again, with another update, James Street reconstruction.
I have provided a memo in your packet just with the items that are prominent related to the James Street project. A lot of these things have been reported to those who subscribe to the email that I send every week. The trees for the downtown have been marked and shared, located with the DOT. At some point, we're going to have to get together and talk more specifically about the species and getting that finished. If you've been downtown, you've noticed that the main four-corner work, Ludington and James, has switched over to the western lanes. They're digging there. Traffic switched over to the eastern lanes. And then the other thing that I wanted to share is just that contractors may be working in the 100 block of West James a little bit ahead of schedule before the July 4th. We've been communicating with the adjacent business owners clearly. There hasn't been any negative feedback to that approach. It just allows crews to keep going at it and getting through the downtown quicker, which I think is a benefit. So as a whole, the contractor feels very good about the schedule. This week's going to be another very good week in terms of the weather, and they should be able to get a lot accomplished. So that, I think, about wraps it out for this point.
All right. Thank you. We have gotten rid of, did you have something to say, Mike?
I did just want to make a comment about some of the notes in here about um, items related to things like park benches and bike racks and things. Rod has talked about it a little bit in the past. This is probably an item that would be good to welcome at the listening session if people have opinions about that.
Good
You know,
point.
I think that there was early conversations at the CSS task force about that, but, you know, funding is going to become the issue. How do we do that? How do you create a committee and have that conversation? But I think that's a good thing for the listening session to bring up at that point. And just in general, I'll say I'm pretty impressed, even with the inconvenience of the truck traffic and the dust, that the progress being made on phase one is looking pretty good. There's a lot of work getting done, and I've been getting pretty positive comments from people that, you know, are living right down there that have been inconvenienced, but they can start to see the project take shape, and they're pretty happy with it, so.
Good. All right. Anything else from anyone? Item
A couple of extra items.
Yeah, no. You were not recognized, sir. Item 20 was scratched previously. So at this point, I'm looking for a motion to adjourn. All those in favor? Aye. We are adjourned. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen.